Education is a fundamental right that should be accessible to all individuals, regardless of their abilities or disabilities. Special education is a branch of education that aims to provide tailored support and resources to students with special needs, enabling them to reach their full potential. The history of special education is a testament to society's evolving understanding and recognition of the diverse needs of learners. Let's take a journey through time to explore the origins and development of special education. Ancient times. The roots of special education can be traced back to ancient civilizations. In ancient Egypt, for example, individuals with intellectual disabilities were often cared for by their families. Similarly, ancient Greece valued education, including for children with disabilities. However, while there were instances of individualized instruction, there was no formal system of special education during this time. 16th to 18th centuries. During the 16th to 18th centuries, societal attitudes toward people with disabilities began to shift. In Europe, charitable institutions and religious organizations established facilities to care for and educate individuals with disabilities. These early attempts were motivated by religious beliefs and focused more on custodial care rather than education. 19th century. The 19th century marked a significant turning point in the history of special education. Pioneers like Jean-Marc Gaspard Itard and Édouard Séguin emerged, advocating for the education of individuals with disabilities. Itard, known for his work with Victor, the wild boy of Aveyron, emphasized the potential for education to improve the lives of those with disabilities. Séguin further developed these ideas and promoted the use of sensory-based instruction for children with intellectual disabilities. Early 20th century. The early 20th century witnessed the emergence of special schools and classes designed specifically for students with disabilities. These segregated settings provided specialized instruction, but often fell short in terms of providing comprehensive education. In many cases, students with disabilities were excluded from mainstream educational opportunities, contributing to societal stigmatization and discrimination. Mid-20th century. The mid-20th century brought about a shift in thinking regarding the education of students with disabilities. Influential events, such as World War II and the polio epidemic, shed light on the capabilities and rights of individuals with disabilities. The Declaration of Human Rights by the United Nations in 1948 emphasized equality and non-discrimination, influencing the development of inclusive education. Legislation and civil rights movement. In the United States, the civil rights movement of the 1960s and 1970s played a crucial role in advancing the rights of individuals with disabilities. The Rehabilitation Act of 1973 and the Education for All Handicapped Children Act, later renamed the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, or IDEA, in 1975, were landmark legislations that mandated free and appropriate public education for all students with disabilities. Inclusion and mainstreaming. In recent decades, the emphasis has shifted toward inclusive education. The concept of inclusion promotes the integration of students with disabilities into regular classrooms with appropriate support and accommodations. Inclusion aims to provide a more equitable and empowering educational experience for all learners, fostering social interaction and acceptance. Technological advances. Advancements in technology have revolutionized special education. Assistive technologies, such as screen readers, speech-to-text software, and communication devices, have empowered individuals with disabilities to overcome barriers and participate fully in educational activities. Technology also allows for personalized learning experiences tailored to individual needs and preferences. As we reflect on the history of special education, it becomes clear that progress has been made in recognizing the rights and abilities of individuals with disabilities. However, challenges remain in ensuring equal access and quality education for all. Ongoing efforts are necessary to break down barriers, address attitudinal barriers, and provide comprehensive support systems for students with special needs. In recent years, there has been a growing focus on the importance of early intervention in identifying and addressing learning and developmental challenges in children. Early childhood special education programs have been developed to provide targeted support and interventions at an early age, maximizing the potential for positive outcomes. Furthermore, the field of special education has expanded to include a broader range of disabilities and needs. It now encompasses not only intellectual disabilities, but also learning disabilities, physical disabilities, sensory impairments, autism spectrum disorders, emotional and behavioral disorders, and other health impairments. This recognition of diverse needs has led to a more inclusive and holistic approach to education. Inclusive education has become a guiding principle in many educational systems worldwide. Inclusive classrooms promote diversity, respect, and acceptance, fostering a positive learning environment for all students. Students with special needs are encouraged to actively participate in regular classroom activities while receiving individualized support and accommodations based on their unique requirements. Teacher training and professional development programs have also evolved to equip educators with the knowledge and skills needed to support students with special needs effectively. Educators now receive training in differentiated instruction, universal design for learning, UDL, and strategies for creating inclusive classrooms. Collaboration between general education teachers, special education teachers, and other professionals such as speech therapists, occupational therapists, and psychologists is encouraged to provide a comprehensive and coordinated support system for students. However, despite the progress made, challenges persist. Funding limitations, resource constraints, and a shortage of specialized personnel continue to hinder the full realization of inclusive education. Attitudinal barriers and social stigma surrounding disabilities also pose obstacles to the successful implementation of inclusive practices. To overcome these challenges, it is essential to continue advocating for inclusive education policies and practices. Investments in education infrastructure, resources, and teacher training are vital to ensure that students with special needs receive the support they need to thrive academically, socially, and emotionally. In conclusion, the history of special education reflects society's evolving understanding and commitment to providing equal educational opportunities for individuals with disabilities. From ancient civilizations to modern inclusive classrooms, progress has been made in recognizing the rights and potential of every learner. However, there is still work to be done to break down barriers, promote inclusion, and provide comprehensive support for students with special needs. By continuing to push for equitable education for all, we can create a future where every individual has the opportunity to reach their full potential, regardless of their abilities or disabilities.